Hey there, this is Dr. Barbara Kalev, and today I want to talk to you about how do you put your own needs first when you're always taking care of others. And in fact, it doesn't even have to be your own needs first, but how do you take care of your needs? Let's say that all you want is to be able to enjoy a cup of coffee by yourself in silence, but you've got, maybe it's your children, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your coworkers or your friend or family members that are always pulling at you, and you are someone that is always taking care of other people. So how do you put your own needs first? That's what we're going to talk about. It's something that I hear about a lot. And so I will share what worked for me or what works for me. I actually just went live a few minutes ago on this topic, and as I was saying that you deserve to have some time for yourself, one of the dogs started crying and scratching at the door, and I almost broke out in hives because it's something that I still struggle with from time to time. By nature, I want to take care of other people, including the dogs, who are not people, but they're family members. So I say that because for me, it is an evolving practice, an ongoing practice, and yet I am able to take time for myself to do the things that matter to me. So the first thing that I have for you is a question. What is the worst thing that could happen if you actually said yes to yourself? What if you said, yes, I'm gonna take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm not even talking about an hour at this point. What would happen if you took 20 to 30 minutes to do something that matters to you, even though you may feel that you're taking away from your children, from your spouse, from your friends, from your family members? What's the worst thing? And as long as everybody's safe, chances are that the worst thing isn't really that bad. It's maybe they're going to be upset, but okay, so what if they're upset? If you are in danger, then this doesn't apply to you, right? Or if your children are going to be in danger, then absolutely, that's not what we're talking about. But in most cases, we're just so afraid to disappoint other people that we don't want to do that, right? I don't even want to disappoint my dogs. So by asking that question, you realize, okay, really nothing is gonna happen. The world is not going to end. The world, people, dogs, children, they're people, might be upset, but in the very end, really nothing bad and terrible is gonna happen, right? So the second point that I wanna make is not a question, but it's more of a statement. We teach people how to treat us. So your children, your spouse, your coworkers, your friends, your family members have been taught by guess who? By you, what to expect. And so if all of a sudden you want to be able to take a quiet bubble bath, or you want to be able to go into a room and have 30 minutes so that you can work on a project, whatever that project is, or if you want to be able to work out and have 30 minutes to yourself, then that might ruffle some feathers, right? But guess who taught them that? You taught them that. You set up the expectations. So it's also up to you to change that. And the way you do it is by doing it. So here we go. My advice, my tips, you take them or leave them, right? This is what works for me, is you start small. You set a timer, let's say 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes where you work on whatever it is that you want to work out. Or if you're gonna do a workout, it's 30 minutes and take 30 minutes, right? But start small is my point. And then set the timer and say, you can actually announce it to the people involved if you want, and say, for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be busy and I'm going to, I'm gonna read a book, or I'm gonna take a bath, and I'd like to be uninterrupted. Or you don't have to make declarations. I mean, you know your own household. And then you set the time, and then you go ahead and you just do it. So if your thing is you're gonna work on a project for 30 minutes, let's say it's a writing project, you've been really wanting to do this, you do it. And I want you to understand that in the beginning, you might have some anxiety. It might be difficult because of the guilt that you're experiencing, because you're not used to doing things that nurture you. You're always busy taking care of other people, other beings. And so just accept that guilt that you feel is normal, but that it's not going to last forever. And I want you to take those 20 minutes to completion, whether you're productive or not. So I know that maybe, let's say it's a bubble bath and you wanted those 20 minutes for your bubble bath and relaxation, but it wasn't that relaxing because they were still standing outside the door. But I want you to take those minutes, because remember, you are training others how to treat you, and you're also training yourself. And you take that time and you enjoy it. And then through the weeks, as time passes by, so maybe the first week you just do that one time. Then the second week you can do it twice until you find what works for you. Personally, I don't need a whole lot of time by myself. I just need little pockets of time to do the things that I want. And it really makes a huge, huge difference. You deserve this time. If you had a child that told you, you know what, Mom? Let's say you had a grown child that said, you know what? I don't even have 10 minutes to myself. I don't even have 20 minutes to myself. Wouldn't you feel sadness for this child of yours? So what if you were to treat yourself like your only child? You would treat them with more compassion, with more kindness. And that's the invitation that I'm making to you, to treat yourself with a little more kindness, because you are always taking care of other people. You deserve to take care of you. I hope that this was helpful. I would love to hear comments, your thoughts, your reflections, and your experiences. All right, have an amazing day. Bye.